A vlogging we will go, a vlogging we will go. Hi, now I do not know. A vlogging we will go.
Hope you're feeling festive because we are going to do some Halloween nails today. Wanted to apologize for my voice. It sounds absolutely terrible. I have been so sick this week, but I just could not wait to share this little tip and trick about using regular nail polish and then just using a gel-based top coat to get a perfect DIY gel manicure. Enjoy! Hey guys, I don't know about you, but I'm starting to feel very holiday, so I decided to do a DIY Halloween-inspired gel nail manicure tutorial. So here are some of the products that I'll be using. This is China Glaze in Orange Knockout, and the bottle behind that is Rapid-Dry. That's just going to be to expedite the drying. These are by Spoiled. I think I got these at Walmart for $1, and this is just a black by OPI. Now those are all just regular nail polishes, and then I'm going to go over them with a gel top coat. So that's what's going to make this a little bit different than your standard manicure. This is the only product that is actually gel based, and this is gelless. All this information will be in the down bar. All the rest of those are just regular polishes, okay? And then these are just some design tools that you can use to paint on designs. And then of course, these are the 2 tools that you will need to give yourself an at-home manicure. Do not forget to clean them between use. Soak them in rubbing alcohol. Now, this first one, of course, is this is a cuticle pusher, and the other side is just a cuticle trimmer. Now, because those are metal, you want to be very careful with using them gently because you really can damage your nail bed if you're not careful. Now, go ahead and get your workspace all ready. And this is it's just a cocoa butter stick, but you could use any kind of a thick lotion. What you're trying to do is just soften up the cuticles if you don't have time to soak your hands in water. So just go ahead and put that around the cuticle area, and then you're gonna just, rub it in and let that sit. So just go ahead and I usually only do one hand at a time so they don't dry out before I have time to get back to them. Now just go ahead and just kind of gently rub it in there. And then you want to take that cuticle pusher, and the name of the game here is being gentle. Again, just push that cuticle back really gently, and you're just trying to push it back enough that the cuticle trimmer can get under it and just pull it off. So you don't want to damage your nail bed, and just push gently. I can't say that. I have cut myself so many times with this tool, just getting in there and pushing way too hard. I try to usually just do maybe 2 nails. I'll push back with the cuticle pusher, and then I'll go back in with the cuticle trimmer because I don't want the cuticle to kind of lay back down before I have time to get to it. Now you're ready to bring in the cuticle trimmer. So this thing is extremely sharp. You want to be very, very careful. Now when you use it gently, and the more you use it, of course, the better that you become at doing it without slicing your hand open. You just want to just kind of gently, it does look a little gross because, those are your cuticles and that's dry, dead skin coming off. Just go ahead and go gently around. It may take you a couple passes to get it exactly the way that you want. I know a lot of people say that you shouldn't cut off your cuticles, but for me, I just don't think that a manicure on my hands looks as polished if there are cuticles laying around the base. So for me, I go ahead and cut mine off. You can do whatever you want, but if you choose to cut them off, this is a great way to do it without having to use the actual cuticle clippers, which I personally find that I always just cut myself and then the skin peels and whatnot. I know this looks a little bit rough, but I am doing it really, really gently. It probably doesn't look that way in the video, but I am. Now, you'll be able to see when you look here, so the 2 nails on the left have been done and the 2 nails on the right have not been done. So you can see how nice the cuticle little half moon looks, and then on the other side, not so much. Now, what I do is I take that same, lotion or whatever if you have available and rub it back in just to kind of provide some nourishment to those cuticles who just got a little haircut. So just kind of rub that in and then move on to filing and, sort of shaping your nails the way that you want. Now, of course, you can do this before you do the cuticle portion, which I think I actually normally do, but in this instance, I forgot. So just go ahead and, I like to give mine just a square around the top and then just a slight curve at the corners, and then use the top of that emery board to get under your nail, and voila, clean, polished, manicured nails. And now you are ready for some polishing. of course, it would not be Halloween without orange and black. Now you can use whatever colors you want. I'm using, it is called Orange Knockout by China Glaze. And this is just a really, really bright orange, and I'm gonna tone this down at the end. Now, right there, you just saw me sort of roll the nail polish, and you wanna do that so that you don't get bubbles in your nail polish. So don't shake it, just kind of roll it to distribute everything, mix everything that's in there. Now, I am going to do several coats of this, and you make that assessment based on how thick the polish is. This polish is very, very thin, which you will see. When I put down this first coat, it's pretty see-through, and that is not the look that I'm going for this particular design. So this is just going to be the first coat, you know, a light hand. You're just trying to make sure that you evenly distribute the polish. It doesn't have to be perfect on this coat, or any of them really, because when you put the glitter and the gel on top, you're really not going to see any of that anyway. So that's the first coat, all done, and this is coat number 2. Now you'll see that we're building the color here. It's gradual, and I think I waited about 1 minute between coats. So I'm just going to finish up with the third nail here. And then we are going to let that dry for about 1 minute again, and then we're going to move on to, well, that is the bottom of coat number 2. So see, we're starting to get that really nice, bright, deep orange. Now this is number 3, and this is going to be my last coat of orange, because I just want it to be a really nice, rich orange, but I don't want the polish to become so thick that it has no chance of lasting. So you can see already that we're getting that really nice orange. Now you can do this with any color that you want. I chose to do this with orange. You know, Halloween could involve purples or lots of other colors. And then right now, while that polish is still wet, you can also take the tip of that emery board and just use it to go around the corner if you laid down any polish that you didn't mean to. So now we're gonna take the black, and you just kind of pour it out, and then you can use any little design tool. If you don't have this tool, use the tip of an old pen. That works perfectly too. And you're just gonna dot the color on, or lay down stripes, or do whatever you want. This is just the design that I chose to do today. So you're just gonna make 3 dots going up one nail, and then flip the pattern on the next nail. So starting at the top and then coming back down. And you're just going to keep going back and then refilling that so that you get the size of the dot that you're after. And that may take 2 or 3 tries until you get them all uniform. But you can see my design is starting to come together now. And then we're just gonna lay that down again in the opposite direction. And then for my thumb, I'm going to just put dots all over in sort of a crisscross pattern, just to make that one a little bit different. Because these colors are so bright and fun, you don't want to overcomplicate it. Adorable. Looks like candy. Okay, now this is where we're going to use rapid dry. You're going to go ahead and spray that on, and the reason that you're going to do it here instead of between coats is you want that design to dry on top before you put any other colors on top. So I'm personally going to use a gold glitter. And if I were to drag that gold glitter right now across the top of that design, what would happen is that all of those black dots would just smear everywhere. So what you want to do is just let that sit there for about 45 seconds. And then you will see that they look nice and shiny and dry. This stuff really does work very, very well. Now it's time for the magic. It's time to add the glitter. This is by Spoiled, and it is called Pirate's Booty, which I just love that name. Again, rolling that nail polish so that you don't get air bubbles. And for this part, because this polish is extremely thick, and you just want to lay down 1 coat of this. You're just trying to add enough glitter so that it looks, you know, festive and fun, but you are not trying to cover up all that hard work and that cute little design that you just made. So just a single coat of this. And it also helps to tone down that orange by giving it a little bit of warmth with the gold flecks. And this is the thumb design that I painted and did not show you earlier. And voila, you have these. They just look like candy corn, and they're just so fun, and they make me want to eat candy corn and go trick-or-treating. These nails are so cute. They are ready to dance. Let's let them strut their stuff. Check them out. Super, super cute. Easy, fun. I think I'm even going to try this with my daughter. She will love this. Now the next product that we're going to use, this is the one that really seals in the magic here. All of the rest of those were just regular basic nail polishes. This is going to be the top coat that we're going to use, and this is gel based. So the reason that we're using a gel based top coat is to preserve this, prolong the life of the regular manicure, but also avoid the problems that you generally have when you have to remove an all gel manicure. This stuff is very, very thick, so you're gonna wanna just lay down. I did end up doing 2 very light coats, but only because I forgot to record on the first one. Otherwise, honestly, I would only have done a single coat. But you can see how it just gives it this glassy, shiny look, and it just makes it look more polished and just pulls the whole thing together. I love these. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I will see you next week. Happy holidays, everybody. Thanks for watching. Now, where is that candy?
Come on, you enjoyed this video of mine. Please subscribe.